Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So this is the exercise number 4. In this exercise number 4 there are no specific tasks, so we would like to have something similar to this. So this is the objective. We're going to try to do something similar. I'm going to show you some couple of things. As you have noticed probably, these are the things that I'm going to be probably showing to you for the first time. Let's just start typing, and then we're going to be doing those things. The picture, I'm going to add it at the end. The last thing I'm going to do is add the picture, so I'm not going to bother with it. I'm going to do the rest first. Why? Because this is the easiest part. I know how to do it. Let's do it. Okay, so I have 7 October. What I can do, you remember, I can just split my screen in two, so I can see both of them at the same time, so it's much easier for me. So let's do something like this. Probably, well, let's keep it bigger. Excuse me? Well, because this is not the date of today. That's why if you insert the date, it is going to show you today's date. So I cannot insert the date. So let's go back and click and continue. Mr. Muhammad Al-Harbi. Notice something. Did you notice the distance between my two lines?
Yeah.
There are big distances, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you something later on, inshallah, how to fix with that, how to deal with that. XYZ book suppliers. You remember I told you when you have some text to type, just start typing the text regardless of the formatting or the different things. I'm going to change that later on. And then, dear Mr. Al-Harbi. Okay, so please help me with the... Okay, 45, I forgot 45. Yeah, okay. XYZ 45 Magnolia Street. And then book order, maybe the capital O, maybe some space. Okay, we are pleased. Okay. Okay, let me just push this a little bit here so I can maybe have... Okay, there's no way to see them all. Okay, let's try to continue. Your order. This is to confirm.
That we have the first day.
Yes.
Items in stock.
And we can deliver them
by next week.
Did you notice I don't go back to the line until I feel that there's a go back to the line. In this time I don't need to go back to the line. Meanwhile, can you check and verify the order?
If the details are correct, then please sign the form below and return to us
as soon as possible,
so that we can
arrange the delivery
date.
All right. Okay, now I have this title, ISBN, and so on. This is something which is, if I just type it like this, I'm going to have some hard times trying to align it, because I can do the tabs to align it with the tab, you remember? But there are so many, and then it's going to cost me a lot of time and efforts. When you see something like this, the first thing that comes to your mind, this is a table. Very good. This is a table without borders, but this is a table. So let's insert a table. It will make our life much easier.
Yes, a table without line.
And we'll remove the lines later on. So now how many columns do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 columns. 4 rows. Okay. Now let's type title with ISBN. Remember again, this is just with the tab. ISBN number, author, publisher, copies, and then publisher, that's an S somewhere, and then basic computing, ISBN 007 222 4552. Nichols, Harvey, DP Publishing 25. I'm going to adjust the size because you see that this is going to be too small for me. I can adjust the size so it can stay in one line, and you can see if I can also, this is too much, I can just make it take less space, and I can just push this a little bit further so I can have more space in here. Something like this. And this now has enough space, so I can also push a little bit of this. So this is much better than just having to type the others. Okay, then MS Office, ISBN 008 345 654 4 Holborn. I don't know if these are real McGraw Hill, real names, I don't know. Practical computing, and then ISBN 002 3355 787. Ulrich, I think this is how they pronounce it, I'm guessing. Publishing. Okay, and then 30. You notice that the last one is a bit long, so I need more space. Is it enough? Let me just, it's not enough. Let me just take this. Okay, now it's enough and everybody is happy. This seems to be short.
ISP, not ISP.
Ah, okay, I forgot ISBN. Okay. So, okay, now let's continue. I have, maybe just, okay, well, maybe go back to the line.
I have
Checked and verified the order. The details. And then press back enter on the name, couple of dots, signature, couple of dots as well. Maybe add some more here so I can just be close to it together. What about the date? It's on the same line as signature. I'm going just to push a tab and then maybe put it somewhere like here. So now I can type date, couple of dots.
Is there any problem if I push spaces?
No, but it's better to put this one. If you put space, that's fine. Imagine, for example, in the quiz, you have something like this. I don't tell you what to do. I don't mention either spaces, or if I don't give you any specific instruction, you're free. You can put even those ones. You can put them all in with spaces, if you can. But the spaces, it's very hard for you to have them aligned like these. How can I remove the borders, you mean, of this table? Well, now I just typed. Now after typing the text, I'm going to format the text.
Right.
The first thing is, if I don't like this, so we're going to remove those things. So let me just make this bigger so I can see it better. Now I don't want to have these borders. If you can see on this one, these are like bottom border. But if I click on this one, bottom border, and if I click on this smaller row, I have a lot of different things here. Which one of them is no border? If I click on it, no more borders. If I want to have these, all of them to be bold, because this is what it seems, and I would like to have this one to be bold, underlined,
I
change the.
And probably see this is looking a bit italic as well. Okay, and that's it, right?
No, I think another font.
Which one?
Book order.
What do you mean?
Font.
Well, the whole font is different. I think all this is with Times New Roman, probably. I think it looks.
Yes, like
Yeah, it looks like this a bit. Yeah. Now I just would like to show you something. You see that this is taking too much space. You see, it's taking too much space. Maybe what I'm going to do, I'm going to select all these, and there's something here called line and paragraph spacing. So you see, by default it takes 1.5. You can make it bigger or smaller, or you can just add more options. So for example, you can put 0.5, 0.25. You can see this is not well when you do that with 0.5. There's something else, however, that I can do. You can go to line spaces, line spacing options. You see something here, before and after. That means before this line, how many spaces, and after this line, how many spaces. Notice now the spaces are 10, which means if I make it 6, for example, it's less. If I go back again, I can go back from here, line spacing again. If I make them 0, now you can see that they are close to each other. And I did not select this one because this one I want to have a space between this one and the rest. Again, you select what you would like to reduce the spaces between the different lines. You click on this one, line spacing. Sorry?
You can remove space.
I can remove the space. What do you mean?
Remove the space.
No.
This is what I did. But which space you're referring to? You would like to remove which space? This is what I did. I just removed the spaces. But how I did this, let me just cancel, go back so you can see it. It was like this before. I came here and just went to this line spacing options. Actually, I can just click on this one and line and breaks. No, sorry, this one, indent and spacing. I can find the same thing. Yes. Yeah. So from here, I can just click on this after, make it smaller or whatever I want. I can make it automatic, or I can specify my different size, whatever I need. Now, before it's like this, but anyway, I don't want to have it like that. I would like to have no spaces at all, so they're going to be compact like they are here. So very close to each other. Now that I changed the font, did you realize that now it's not actually the same size that it should? I'm going just to need to... Now it's very hard to see where are the boundaries of your table, but if you see something like this, it means now you can click and make it you change the column. If you don't know, you'd like to see them back, I just click on this one, and then you go back to this one and click all borders. Then so you can be able to select whatever you would like to select, so it's less harder to find where are your boundaries. And then you click again and no borders. So now it's better to have it this way than have it you see, I just pressed Ctrl S just by reflex. I always save. Sometimes you find me, you don't realize, but I always saved. Every time I click on Ctrl S to save. Yeah. It's like clicking on this button, but let's wait for that. And the last thing is this picture. If you'd like to insert it, what should I do? Insert picture. But if you have picture, that means if you have your own picture. But there's something else. This is called clip art, which are a set of pictures that are already installed with Microsoft. Yes, Microsoft Office installs all of them. So you click on this one, and there's something that's going to be shown here, like this clip art pane. Normally, it's going to show up, inshallah, after a couple of seconds. We hope not minutes. Yeah, and then you have something like this. And then you can search for something. If you like something like for a computer, you just type computer. It will show you all the pictures that are related to computer. If you like something, for example, in this case, it looks like there's a book or something like this, or learning. So you can type, for example, learning, and you can find something about learning. Maybe. So you can see something. All the pictures that have something related to what you're typing are going to show up here. But if you type, for example, book, and I think this is the one that's going to show you the picture that you're going to find it here. So now if you click on it, it's going to be inserted. Actually, it was inserted here. Why? Because you see the cursor here? The cursor is at this position. So it will insert in them whatever you have clicked already before. We don't care for now. I'm just going to insert it here, no problems. Why?
Yeah, and
Because I'm going to move it from there.
yeah.
So now I don't need this anymore. Just close it. If you look now, there's two things, position and wrap text. This is what I'm going to need. This wrap text is the one that I'm not going to need, and I'm going to use this either behind text, means the text is going to be on top of it, or in front of text. You see now, if you look at here at this place, look at the difference between in front of text and behind text. You see that the text is on top of the picture. Now either one of those will do, but these are the only two options that will allow us to move this wherever we want it. So this can be moved now here, for example, and you can see I can move it wherever I want. If I don't change that, I cannot move it here, for example. You see, I can move it somewhere on top or bottom or whatever, but I cannot move it on the right. In order for me to move it on the right, I need to go to this format here, wrap text, behind or in front. Each one of them is going to be fine. And then I'm going to put it somewhere. If I'd like to make it smaller, I can make it smaller if I wanted to. And the last thing is, like, if you notice here, there's some sort of boundary. So I can do something like that looks like it. No, leave it like that. And then how to add these boundaries, you have different styles that you can apply. You see these ones? These are some styles that you can use. And depending on what you like, you might find some of them interesting, some of them too much. But we don't want any of those. We just would like to have like this border. So there's something, picture border. And I just would like to make picture border like this. Now, as you can see, I have a picture border. All right. So it's very easy, not a big deal. Now you don't forget to save, and that's it.